welcome to Trinity Guitar School. I'm Darren Moan and this is guitar outside the car. No, it's not, it's guitar in the car, and we're going to look at the top 5 chords that you should know. Check it out. It definitely should be guitar in the car because it's freezing. How's it going, folks? And welcome to another Guitar in the Car. 5 chords that you should know. But before we go any further, let's check out this message. Hi, have you subscribed to the channel yet? Please subscribe, support the channel, and like if you like the video. And also, if you could visit trinityguitarschool.com and subscribe to the newsletter. It's free and it'll keep you updated with everything. Okay, back to the video. Okay, 5 chords that you should know. This first chord is the chord of C. Let's take a close look at it. Okay, our first finger is going to be on the first fret space on the second string, and our second finger is going to move up to the 4th string on the second fret space. Now, an easy chord, right? An easy way of playing C would be this. But really, there's not really much depth to that, so we're going to use our 3rd finger to play the C, the root on the 5th string on the 3rd fret space. And that's chord number 1, a C chord. Chord number 2. Okay, chord number 2 is going to be the G chord. Alright, so how do we play the G chord? Well, first of all, here's an easy G. Hold down the bottom string on the 3rd fret space and play the bottom 4 strings. Okay, for a more complicated stretch, we have the second finger on the top string, first finger on the 5th string back in the 2nd fret space, second finger on the 3rd fret space, and then the 3rd and 4th fingers in the bottom 2 strings in that 3rd fret space. Actually, I like to add that little D note in myself, so if we take that finger away and if we play that chord, or like this, that's a G chord. I like to add in the little D note there and we get this. That's a nice sound, okay? Adds another dimension to the G chord. Chord number 3. Okay, chord number 3 is probably one of the most common chords. It's the D chord. We're going to put our first finger on the 3rd string up. We're going to put our second finger on the bottom string. This is on the 2nd fret space, you can clearly see. 3rd finger, we're going to move up into the 2nd string on the 3rd fret space, and we're playing the bottom 4 strings. Remember to pull the tips of the fingers down and then play. The D chord. Okay, before we go any further, I want to do a shout out to a good friend of mine who gave me this upgrade to my other guitar with the broken headstock. This is a friend of mine, Mark Crutchley, who lent me this, or gave me this guitar actually, lovely classical guitar. So this is what we've been playing today for you. So Mark, thank you very much. Okay, chord number 4. Okay, chord number 4 is the A chord. It's the A chord. So we're going to bunch our fingers up. I'll show you 2 ways of playing this A chord. First finger is going to be on the 3rd string down in the 2nd fret space. That would be the 4th string. Next finger, the 2nd finger, is going to be right underneath it. 3rd finger right underneath that. We'll bunch them all up and we're going to play them all together. From the 5th string down, here's the A. Now, another way we could play that is move our 2nd finger up, 1st finger down. It means we can bunch our fingers up. If we've got particularly big hands, then that's going to be helpful. That's the A chord. And now for our last chord, it is the E chord. Check it out. Okay, the E chord, folks. First finger, 1, 2, 3rd string up, 2nd finger, 1, 2, well, 5 strings up, third finger underneath into the fourth string. We're going to play all the strings together. That's the E chord. Okay, so that's the 5 most popular chords that every beginner should know. What we're going to do with those chords? Well, we can take a look at other videos I'll be putting up about different types of chords, major, minor, dominant chords that will all sound and fit together as if they belong to a certain family of chords. And I will put that video up probably in the month of February. But anyway, what to do with these chords? Well, once you get the shapes of them, as you looked in this video of how to play them, then what I would suggest is that you just, when you're putting your fingers on, that you just put one finger on at a time, just nice and slow. Remember to put, when you're playing chords, put the tips of your fingers on, thumb nicely behind the neck of the guitar, and just play each note individually. For example, the C chord. Okay, now what I find is that if you're playing a big full-size classical guitar like this here, that it has more space for your fingers to actually go in, so you're not going to be choking any of the other strings, but you've got more room to play. Okay, so C chord, G chord. Remember that with the G chord, there's a particular wee type of thing to do is tilt your hand up towards the neck of the guitar, and then that kind of aligns your fingers. Okay, so remember that's a wee tip for you. And people are different, you know, people like to play, you know, with, like I do, with the third finger on the D note there on the B string. So, because I like to use that third finger as a pivot, because what you can do is you can actually play your G chord, and then you can bring those fingers down and you can play like a C add 9, and the third finger hasn't moved anywhere, and then you're coming down to a D sus4, which is the little finger on there. We'll deal with all the theory of chord names some other time. D, and then back up to C add 9 of the G. Reminds me of that song, Here She Goes. I think that's the title of it. Something like that. You get the idea. I'm sure you've heard it. Do a Google search of it there. Here She Goes. I think it's Here She Goes. And you can play along with it. There's a song for you to play along to with those chords. And then, of course, you've got your A. And then your E. So have fun with those chords. Get to know them. There'll be loads more chords to learn, obviously, in your guitar playing journey. So be sure to subscribe. Like the video if you liked it, subscribe to it if you want to see more videos like this, and if you get good information from it, if you learn something from it, then please subscribe. Please also head over to trinityguitarschool.com and put in your email address into the newsletter there. That would be great, because I'm just starting to get the hang of doing newsletters now, so I hope to put a new February newsletter out very soon. So I hope to catch you again in the next video. Another guitar in the car. Be there, be square. Bye.